In this video, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite books that I've read over the last couple of years. Now, I know you're probably thinking, oh, but Mandy, there's no fat loss books in that pile of books over there. Most of these books that are going to feature in this video today have to do with a changed mindset. And I can tell you now, to see physical improvement, you have to make mindset improvements. Let's get into these books. One of the first books that I bought before even starting my business was the book by Gary Vee, the book called Crushing It. Now, whilst this book won't benefit many of you out there were a number of points within this book that hit home to me, not only from building a business or for smashing it on social media. Let me read this one sentence to you. You are going to eat shit for a long period of time, but I promise the sacrifices will be worthwhile. Like I said, whilst this book isn't purely about mindset or fat loss, that is one quote mentioned in this book that stuck with me for a long period of time. And it's the same with anything you are tackling. A lot of times there are going to be things that you're going to have to say no to. There are going to be things that feel like it's a sacrifice in that moment, but I can tell you now, everything that you do when you are working on your goals is really going to be worthwhile. The 4-hour work week, I don't know, hey? I don't know about this book. To be honest with you, I really struggled to get into this book. The title, The 4-Hour Work Week, I don't know, hey? Because I'm working 6 to 7 days a week. 10 to 12 hours a day. So I don't think I've quite mastered this yet. But let's see if I've highlighted anything in here. The most important actions are never comfortable. Let me repeat that. The most important actions are never comfortable. Fortunately, it is possible to condition yourself to discomfort and overcome it. Push yourselves out of that comfort zone. Nothing good happens in your comfort zone. Nothing grows there. That little comfort zone is a place that you have created to guard and protect yourself from the irrational little fears that you have created in your mind. Take a step out of your comfort zone and see the magic happening. The next book we've got is Birds of Southern Africa. You're probably wondering, how did this end up in my pile of books? Well, here's the thing. I was a tour guide for many years through Southern and East Africa, so I had to brush up my knowledge on birds. And I wanted to chat about that because when you want to do something, when you want to become better at something, when you want to tackle your goals, don't sit back and just wait for it to happen. Don't sit back and expect that you're just going to know everything. Be inquisitive about things. Be willing to learn. Listen to understand, because that's how progress takes place. That willingness from your side to become better, to make the changes. Shoe Dog, very, very, very good book. It basically just goes to show that nothing comes easy. It takes hard work, it takes dedication, it takes persistence. Listen to this. I wanted to win. No, that's not right. I simply didn't want to lose. Don't ever give up. Don't give up when it gets difficult. Don't give up when there's one speed bump, when there's one hurdle. Be persistent. Work on what you want and continue pushing even through the difficult times, because success doesn't happen overnight. Success takes a long time. And if you're going to give up every time it gets difficult, it's going to take you a lot longer to achieve those goals that you are working on. Mental Fitness by Middleton. Very good book as well. Easy read. 15 rules to strengthening your body and your mind. The mind and the body are often talked about as separate entities, but it's only when they work in harmony with each other that one can truly push oneself to the highest heights. Let's see what I've highlighted in this book. The best antidote to imposter syndrome is that foundation of inner confidence. The problem is that we are far too keen to focus on the unpleasant things other people say, and we don't actually celebrate or even particularly recognize all the great things that we have done. I can just end the video there, because that is exactly what happens. We focus on everyone else. We focus on everyone else's success. We focus on everyone else's progress. We focus on everything that everyone else says about us, about our expedition. And we don't necessarily focus on ourselves and all the amazing things that we have done, that you have done. Pay more attention to yourself. Pay more attention to your progress. Pay more attention to your expedition. And pay more attention to all the amazing things that you have achieved. Atomic Habits. I don't think this book needs any explanation. Probably one of the most popular books out there. The revolutionary system to get 1% better every day. As you can see, I have multiple bookmarks in this book because there is so much to learn by reading this book. It will change your mindset. Too often we convince ourselves that massive success requires massive action. And the moment we do that, the moment we feel like we have to do drastic things for success to take place, for fat loss to take place, for healthy habits to be created, that's the moment it starts seeming like a chore. That's the moment you get overwhelmed. That's the moment you feel like everything has to be done now. That's the moment you don't do anything. Small changes on a consistent basis, boom, game changer. Everything is fucked. To be honest with you, I couldn't get into this book at all. I have the first book as well, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. It's out on loan at the moment. It was, yeah. Why has nobody told me this before? A book by Dr. Julie Smith. Probably one of the most easiest reading books that I have ever read. There's so much to learn from this book. Everyday tools for life's ups and downs. I'm going to read what it says on the back. The tools I share in this book are mostly taught in therapy, but they are not therapy skills. They are life skills. Tools that can help every single one of us to navigate through difficult times and to flourish. When we understand a little bit about how our minds work and we have some guideposts on how to deal with our emotions in a healthy way, we not only build resilience, but we can thrive and grow. She covers several different topics in this book. Big life changes, from stress to anxiety to emotional problems, to understanding low mood, understanding motivation, where do I start, fear, grief, anxiety, self-doubt, you are not your mistakes, been enough. For me personally, it's a different kind of book, but it's right up there with Atomic Habits. This very much mindset, this, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's really, really good book. Cape Town on foot. I bought it because I didn't want to get lost whilst walking through Cape Town whilst trying to smash all my step goals. I'm joking. Again, I was a tour guide. I had to get to know the area better. If you're South African, I highly recommend this book. This is not health related. It's not fat loss related. It's not healthy habits related. Damn good book. The Obstacle is the Way by Ryan Holiday. I can't give you too much feedback on this because I've only just started reading it. The Ancient Art of Turning Adversity to Advantage. From what I can gather, it's all about overcoming obstacles, how we can do this, etc. There's a part in here that actually hit home. What is up to us? Question mark. Our emotions, our judgments, our creativity, our attitude, our perspective, our desires, our decisions, our determination. What is not up to us? The weather, the economy, circumstances, other people's emotions or judgments, trends, disasters, etc. Control what is in your control. There are so many things that are in your control when you are on your health and fat loss expedition. But a lot of the times you focus on the things that aren't in your control and you forget about 99% of the things that are in your control. I will list all of these books and the authors in the caption of this video. I know that this was probably a boring video for a lot of people out there because a lot of you might not see the value in reading books. I absolutely love reading books. I learn so much from the books that I've read, from the audiobooks that I've listened to, and every book that I have mentioned within this video has really played a massive role in my life, in my mindset, and in the success that I've had over the last several years. And that's it from me today. I'm going to love and leave you like I usually do. Keep smiling, keep laughing, and keep being kind to one another.